And he found some running room for a nice gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. It's mixed in on second down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Working quickly here. They've got a man in motion. They just get the play off. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Texans in possession. They are looking at fourth down, however. They're going for this. He connects downfield on fourth. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So second down coming up. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. On the move, headed right. Great work by the coverage downfield, buys him enough time to catch him outside the pocket. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. And the defender comes away with it. And the Chiefs take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
A give to Pacheco to start the drive. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. He's on the move. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Azeez Al-Shire has it. And the Texans will return this well into the red zone before he's brought down. Now, in that spot, Brock, I think his first priority is just getting a throw of some kind away and avoiding the safety, right?
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. And I know it's so easy for us up here in this comfy booth, armchair quarterback, but you can't ever relax when you're reading the coverage just because you're worried about taking a safety. You still got to stand, you got to deliver, and you got to take care of the football.
First down, Stroud. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. We send a man in motion. On play action, here's Stroud. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now it's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. Big gain downfield. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play, and boy, did the defense do it there.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Forced out to his right. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs are tackled on the return right along their own 40-yard line.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Stroud throwing here on first. He's going to push one deep down the right. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Here's Stroud on first and 10. This throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. It's second and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Oh, no touchdown, it's intercepted! And the Chiefs make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw, but you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Dell now to return it. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
Hey, we're dead even here through 2 quarters, and you know exactly what that means. That means both coaching staffs emphasized coming out strong here to begin the second half. Well, that return puts you in great position to do so and maybe even take control of this game.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Stroud off the play fake. Buys time, rolling right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the gun, Stroud. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now, to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. He rolls to his right. On the run, they connect on the deep shot. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A gain of 27 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A give right side. Here's Pacheco. He's contained at the line for no gain. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
They bring the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Chased out to his right. To the outside and complete to Kelsey. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Finds his man, Gray. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
That one complete to Hopkins. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Throw reeled in. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And he will take it back. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs picked up the fumble and ran it home. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing my old offensive coordinator, Tom Moore, say, whoever plays the hardest the longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder. You got to play longer than your opponent. And when you get an opportunity, go seize it.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs tie things up at 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Dell now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. This our last play of the quarter. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Keeping it with Mixon. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Offense in the hurry up here. They go play action on first. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing is Stroud. Oh no, they get him yet again. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun handoff to Piron. Oh, he lost the football! And the Texans grab it! Well, that didn't take long, Brock. 1 play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Completed to Collins. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Here's 2nd and 5. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Back to throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a 4th quarter lead. Nico Collins with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Mahomes. On the move, headed right. Kelsey makes the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's on the move. That pass is complete to Kelsey. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Caught near the goal line. And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice 1st and goal as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Pacheco will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now we'll give up the middle to Piron. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Here he is to throw. Forced out to his right. And he brings it in. Touchdown! And a big decision coming up for him now. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Here are the Chiefs facing a massive 2-point try. Now they send their back in motion right. Now that conversion not successful, but there is a flag down, so perhaps they'll get another look at it. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Getting another shot at 2 here. Here he is to throw. And down he goes. They get to him for a sack, and that may have just saved them this game. They remain up by 1. They've got less than 40 seconds to work with. Not impossible, but gotta recover this kick. And the Texans get on this kick, and that should do it for this game.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
First and 10, a run to Mixon. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On the ground again with Mixon. Juke the defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play.
So the Texans come away with the road win. This is